14-1 with 10 KOs. He'll try to teach a lesson to 5'5" James Hard Rock Green. This feisty challenger with a pro mark of 14-1 with 9 knockouts has shown he can make the grade with much taller opponents. We'll see who will pass and fail in this tough world title shot against the champion Marvin Hagler. But the animal has a major test today. Fletcher's opponent, James Hard Rock Green, the boxer with the featherweight height at 5'5", but the heavyweight punch. The setting, Atlantic City, New Jersey, on a clear, cool day on the boardwalk. And we welcome you indoors to the Sands Hotel and Casino as we continue a big day of sports here on NBC. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, and we're delighted to be with you following World Series baseball. And coming up tomorrow.
And I must tell you, my patience is at an end. I want to get this thing on because I can't wait for it to get started.
Ferdy, there are so many similarities between the two. Both dish out punishment, both take a great deal of punishment. What is the determining factor in spelling out the winner between Green and Fletcher?
In an even fight like this, it boils down to 3 things. And the first one's conditioning. They're both well-conditioned fighters. The second is the resistance of the tissues to injury. Frank the Animal Fletcher, we know, cuts in the same eye every fight. Hard Rock Green has less tendency, but he does cut. And the third is that intangible desire. And we know both these guys, from watching them on NBC in the past year, come in with a tank load of desire.
All right, let's break it down further as we check out the tail of the tape. Fletcher more experienced in terms of age at 28, although in terms of number of fights, James Green is right there alongside Fletcher. Fletcher with a 3-inch height advantage.
Height advantage means nothing in this fight, but the chest advantage, the only thing that makes a difference is what's inside the chest. That's heart, and they both got a lot. Of course, in reach, there's not that much difference since they're going to be fighting in close together.
What does this mean? Fist advantage, half-inch for Green.
It's only in how it tastes, because they're both going to be eating a lot of fists tonight.
All right, Frank the Animal Fletcher, James Hard Rock Green, what should be a terrific matchup. It's coming up on NBC Sports World. Back in Atlantic City, we're getting set for Frank the Animal Fletcher and James Hard Rock Green. Now, Fletcher has always been in excellent condition. James Green, though, is preparing for this bout with a conditioning expert, preparing in a different manner, looking for a very physical fight. And Ferdy, it strikes me, out of all the major sports, boxing stands out as the one that has not progressed in terms of sports medicine, in terms of training for a bout.
Yeah, in this day of space travel, boxing is still in the horse and buggy days as far as trainers are concerned.
However, that cannot be said of James Green, who is preparing for this bout against Frank Fletcher in a different manner.
The trainers that are training fighters today are training these fighters in 1982 the way they were trained in 1962. And those trainers trained those fighters the way they were trained in 1952 and 42 and so on. You have to condition strength, flexibility, and endurance to the maximum. Then you have to work on coordination and agility, speed and movement and power. Then you can take that a little bit further and improve on each one of those and get specific to the task of boxing.
Since I've been working with it, it have changed me as far as my flexibility, my muscles. I'm very loose now, and I'm very quick, I'm very faster, and also help my endurance, my stamina, so I feel much stronger now.
We try to improve on all aspects of conditioning. When we punch bubbles, we work on speed, but we add a resistance. We use bubbles as a target. And we put wrist weights on James's hands, and he has to throw punches as fast as he can for 20 seconds. Okay, James, color.
Green.
We're not sure exactly if peripheral vision can be improved, but if you practice something, you can improve on anything.
Word. Fletcher.
if you can improve on his reaction to sight stimulus or sound stimulus, hopefully when he gets in the ring you can apply it specifically to punches.
I feel as though by me working with this training program, like I said, I use muscles I never used before, and I'm stronger than I ever thought I was. So my power was there, my speed have improved.
Our program does have value. There's no one that can say he is not a better fighter today than he was yesterday. He's a better conditioned athlete. He's going to be unstoppable.
Frank, have your training methods met resistance from the old line boxing fraternity?
Well, to some degree they have, Marv, but we are receiving good results in the gym, and therefore we are meeting with less resistance every day.
Are you looking at this fight as a proof or disproof of your training methods? I mean, if Green wins, good, does it mean your training methods are right? If he loses, it means they aren't worth anything?
Well, we're not taking winning or losing, Doctor, as the final result. We're taking the results we've already seen in the gym, increased speed and increased flexibility and strength as good results that have been obtained already, and we're not really taking winning or losing as our final result.
Do you see this as a wave of the future in boxing gyms throughout the country?
Well, I certainly hope so. I think boxing has been in the dark ages to a certain degree, and every other professional sport has an athletic trainer but boxing, and I think it's time that we moved and progressed in a professional manner.
All right, along with the USBA middleweight title that is on the line, the training methods in terms of conditioning also on the line here today as Frank Fletcher goes against James Green. And Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey erupted just moments ago when Frank the Animal Fletcher, James Hard Rock Green stepped into the ring. There's Green out of Lewisburg, North Carolina, makes his home in Irvington, New Jersey. 23 years old, a record of 15-1, 9 by knockout, ranked 8th by Ring Magazine. The Animal Fletcher, 28 years old, out of Philadelphia, 15-2, 1 draw, 10 knockouts, ranked 2nd by Ring Magazine, ranked number 3 by both the WBA and the WBC. We're set for the introductions. Let's go to the ring for Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peltz Boxing Promotions proudly presents the United States Boxing Association Middleweight Championship bout, which is scheduled for 12 rounds. The judges, Harold Letterman and Richard F. Murray. The timekeeper at the bell is Roy Johnson. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Zach Clayton. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 12-round USBA Middleweight Championship bout, referee Frank Cappuccino. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold trim, he is weighing in at 157 1/2 pounds. This gentleman hails from Irvington, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, James Hard Rock Green. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white trim, he is weighing in at an even 160 pounds. This young man hails from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, and a keystone state of Pennsylvania. Boxing fans, here is the USBA middleweight champion, Frank the Animal Fletcher.
And as always, Frank's mom Lucille leading the cheering from ringside. We will be seeing her throughout the bout. Frank Fletcher is the USBA, the United States Boxing Association champion. He successfully defended against Ernie Singletary with an 8-round knockout last August, but took a thumb of the eye in that fight, a blood-splattered bout. This past February here at NBC, won a bruising 12-round decision over Tony Braxton, avenging a previous loss and draw to Braxton. And last June, outpointed Clint Jackson in another grueling bout. James Green last fought the 15th of August, 10-round decision over Ernie Singletary. And as we mentioned earlier, should be bell-to-bell action.
Come on out there, fellas. Come on, get out.
Both fighters increasing the pace almost immediately. Green backing Animal Fletcher into the corner and working on the body with those hooks that he works so well.
And that is the style of James Green, not to headhunt. Likes to try and cut down opponents by going to the body.
Working on the body, he knows that builds up points and cuts down the resistance. This is 12 hard, grueling rounds, and that mounts up as far as your resistance is concerned in the later rounds.
Green's biggest victory this past March. Oh, good right hand by Green. This past March here in Atlantic City, he upset Wilfred Scipion, winning a 10-round decision despite giving away 6 inches and 6 pounds.
And he did that by being busy 3 minutes out of every round. That's Green's style. He's trained for it. He's conditioned, but it's also Animal Fletcher style. Animal not punching away with his usual ferocity and style here. Starting slow, that's a surprise.
Keep it straight.
Halfway mark, round 1. And Bertie, this bout, a gamble for Fletcher, who is said to be close to a championship fight with Marvin Hagler.
Absolutely, he's been promised a shot in the spring, but more than one guy has gotten in with Hard Rock Green and been surprised.
James Green, Lou Duva continues to scream, go to the ribs, as Green goes to the body effectively. Oh, left hand by Green, and the rope. James Green teed off on Fletcher in the first round. And we are final seconds, round 1. We'll be right back for round 2, and as we open up, let's listen in on the corner of James Green.
You got that baby now? What I want you to do, body punching. Okay? I want that body punching, what you're doing out there. Okay? Nice and easy now. You don't let him hustle you. Okay?
Animal Fletcher starting up where what he didn't do in the first round, he tried to establish in the second, and he landed a crunching right hand on Green, but Green takes a good punch and come back fighting.
Good right hand by Green.
All right, hold it. Come on out.
An excellent opening round for James Green, who had to please Lou Duva in the corner.
Green, a very finely programmed fighter who carries out the instructions from the corner. The corner was to go to the ribs and to go to the body, and he certainly did that and won the first round convincingly.
Come on, work your way out. Get out.
This is scheduled for 12. However, if the scoring is deadlocked at the end of 12, because it is a United States Boxing Association championship bout, they would go sudden death to try and determine a winner for 3 additional rounds.
Green surprisingly taking the thunder away from Animal Fletcher. Animal usually starts out like a hurricane. He has not done so in the first round, and though he started in the second, back came Green, and it went back to the ropes for more of the same.
And we saw that hurricane against Clint Jackson, but Jackson looked to be a beaten man in his bout with Fletcher, and then came back strong.
Fletcher has landed a few very clean shots, which means that they may be taking a cumulative effect. Those clean shots are very hard on Green. Green takes a great punch, but how much can a man take?
Come on, push out of there. All right, both of you step back. Stop punching and step back.
Referee Frank Cappuccino with the instructions. Good exchange.
Left-handed style of Frank Fletcher doesn't seem to bother Green.
And as As usual, Green is giving away inches. Fletcher 2 inches taller than Green, but again, Green has Fletcher in the corner.
All right, hold it. Stop punching. Step back.
Green doing everything he's supposed to. He's putting his head in his chest. He's sticking his head right on the sternum there so that Fletcher cannot move.
And we are coming up
Just watch the head.
to the end of round 2. Frank the Animal Fletcher coming out of his corner to meet up with James Green. Round 3 is underway. Marv Albert and the Fight Doctor, Ferdy Pacheco from Atlantic City, New Jersey, capping off a big day of sports here on NBC. Green not able to land as he set up that right hand.
As we listen to Animal Fletcher's corner between rounds, we heard the explanation of why Animal Fletcher has been so cool the first 2 rounds, which was he was instructed to fight easy and let Green spend himself in punching, and then to come on the 4th round. This is the 3rd round. Let's see what happens through this round and into the 4th, and if he can carry out his instructions. Because while he's doing that, he blew the first 2 rounds.
Frank Fletcher's mother, Lucille, getting involved in it.
His knees are still wobbly, and Green is on top of him.
Much time left in this 3rd round. We have not hit the halfway mark.
And look at Green go to the body. Those are fierce body punches, Marv, and they got to tell the tale in a few rounds. Mistake on those ropes. Because the animal can't just stand there and take that hard rock punching round after round.
And don't lose your work.
The animal's going to have to work very hard to save this round because he opened it up in just last round back.
Hold it.
Big lead, Green.
But Green let Fletcher off the hook.
Well, it wasn't for lack of trying, Marv, because he put in everything he had in about 4 punches. It just didn't land. Question will be, who's going to wear out? The guy that's getting the beating or the guy that's giving it?
Keep him right there. Keep him right there.
Right now, both fighters are breathing hard with their mouth open. It's been an exertion these last 3 rounds.
And these are 2 fighters in excellent physical condition. Both have to be thinking about the long run should this one go the 12 or more. As we approach 10 seconds, running 3rd round, hook maneuver by Fletcher. It has been a brawl to 3. We'll be back with round 4. Round 4, take a look at James Green nearly putting Fletcher down in the 3rd round.
You see that left hook that did the damage. But here they open up, and this is the 4th round, and his corner told him to wait to.
Again, the telling blow by Green, but Fletcher getting in a good right hand.
And this is what we expected from Animal Fletcher from the 1st round. He was told not to fight that way for 3 rounds, to give Green a false sense of security and to let him punch himself out. In so doing, he lost the first 3 rounds. But now he's back. This is the Animal Fletcher we know. Full steam ahead.
Doubling up effectively on the right hand. Opening minute, round 4. It's been a terrific start for James Green, looking to pull off another surprise. This one would be a mild upset.
Mild because this is a toss-up fight. I see a little fleck of blood on the right or on the left eyebrow of Green. It's usually Animal that cuts first, but it looks like Green is opening up a cut on the left eye. That opening barrage by Fletcher must have taken something out of Green because he doesn't look as energetic and as strong on the ropes all of a sudden. He did take some good shots in the opening minute of this round.
James Green turned professional back in November of '80 with a first-round knockout in his debut. His only loss, a close decision to Robbie Sims back in '81.
Well, Animal's going at it now. He is going for the knockout now, and James is not moving. He's standing still, taking all those shots.
The mother of James Green, who is watching this fight turn around after the fast start by her son, Animal Fletcher, with his most successful flurry in this fourth round.
Green has stopped fighting. He just stopped. He's just been taking his punishment. He has not been throwing.
Uppercuts now by Fletcher.
Fletcher hitting those hooks and those uppercuts. He says every one of his fights is a war. No prisoners. And we know what he's talking about. Savage infighting right now. Uppercuts 3 and 4 and 5 by Animal Fletcher, taking their toll on Green.
But Green able to rally here in the latter stage of round 4. Is round 5. Lou Duva telling Green in the corner that Fletcher is more tired than you are. Let's take a listen.
More tired than you are. James, this guy here is more tired. Now, here's what I want you to do, James. All right? I want you to get close to this guy, James. Punch to the body. Don't let him hustle you. Understand? Right? Now, James, what he's doing is here. He's doing everything up on top. Don't throw no straight punches. You got this here now?
So what Duva is trying to get into his fighter is not to go to head-to-head, but since he's short, to keep going to the body where he can build up points. In the meantime, he's taking to rip. Oh, right shot by Green.
Fletcher in trouble again. And a low blow, says the referee.
A low blow is called by the referee. I did not see it here, but he stopped a big rally by Green. A terrible moment for that warning.
And Lou Duva was warned in the corner to settle down. He nearly jumped into the ring.
I can't blame him. His fighter was on the verge of inflicting some serious damage, and he was broken up. But he did bust up Frank Fletcher, who has now got some blood on that eye that always breaks up, that left eye. Trickling some blood, trickling down.
James Green again coming on. A strong start. Nearly put Fletcher down in the third. Fletcher came back in the fourth, and here he comes again. But Green able to rally.
Fletcher has found out that he can hit him with uppercuts in close. As Green sticks his head in the chest of Fletcher, he knows he can throw an uppercut and hit him flush on the nose. Cut now. Both fighters bleeding now. And both fighters bumping heads.
It has been non-stop. James Green coming out strong to get it going. And Fletcher looking better the last couple of rounds.
The hooks that Frank Fletcher is hitting Green with are clean shots, left hooks, right hooks, and uppercuts. And he can punch, ladies and gentlemen, and this guy, Hard Rock Green, can take it.
Straight right by Green as we come to the conclusion in round 5. And let's take a close-up look at the eye of Frank Fletcher as Fletcher comes out with a score. He has had problems with cuts above the eye.
Frank Fletcher battling it up, trying to end it up early. He's hitting a lot of gloves, but he's hitting a lot.
Green looking to cover screaming behind us. He wants the fight stopped.
Green has got to do some punching, and they're going to stop it. Yes, they are. They're going to stop it, and well done.
Bertie, it should have been stopped 30 seconds ago.
Yes, it should have been stopped. He was not defending himself. There was no reason for that fight to continue because he was taking a beating.
What an ugly scene here in Atlantic City. James Green's mother screaming in terror behind us. Yet, in the corner of James Green, not a move to stop the bout. Referee Frank Cappuccino taking a lot of time as Frank Fletcher came back after the slow start. Green with the early edge over the first 3 rounds, and Fletcher with the rally with a brutal beating of James Green. And here is a look at it. It was all Frank Fletcher. And behind us, wave of people looking to get to the corner of Green. People from, obviously, who were here along with James' mom, screaming to stop the fight. An ugly scene. And finally, Frank Cappuccino stopped the bout. All right, for the official decision, for the announcement, let's go to the ring. Here's Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Frank Cappuccino stops this bout at 1 minute and 12 seconds of the 6th round, and a winner via TKO, and still the United States Boxing Association middleweight champion, Frank the Animal Fletcher.
Frank the Animal Fletcher retaining his USBA middleweight title, a bout that should have been stopped, I feel, some 45 seconds early. We'll be back to hear from Ferdy as Frank Fletcher is being congratulated. He has